Welcome to game number 2 of our SAGU Sports Network doubleheader between John Brown and SAGU. John, a tough loss for the Lady Lions. Had it close against John Brown, the Lady Eagles, in the end just falling short.
Yeah, that was a very uneventful compared to the way we described it in the pregame. We got that one all wrong. It was just a slow shooting night for both teams. Fourth quarter, big difference maker for the JBU Lady Eagles. They found their way, shot the lights out from the three-point line, which we knew they could do.
But coming your way, the men's game, you called it a barn burner. The John Brown Golden Eagles sitting at 9-5, 4-2 in conference. The SAGU Lions 10-5, 4-3 in conference. Both right there in the standings. John Brown coming in on the road, a long road trip as they just played in Fort Worth. What do they got to do tonight to walk away with a win?
Well, there's a lot of things they're going to have to do to come into Waxahachie, into the Schaefer Center, and that is, number one, overcome the home crowd.
Yep.
And, this can be very loud. The jungle can get very loud here. So as the building begins to fill up, that's one thing, just the psychology of being on the road, being on that long road trip, overcoming that. But they've got a lot of talent. And JBU, if they play their game, I think this is a lot more easy to predict than the last game, that this truly will be a barn burner. But the accuracy again, the three-point shooting, the perimeter play of JBU is going to come. If they just hit their average, they don't even have to play above average. If they just hit their average, that accuracy is going to put them in a very good position to win this game tonight.
John Brown, of course, comes in top 5 in the nation and three-point field goals made. Now on the other side, the Lions, big win against Bacone on Thursday night, 30 points. What do they got to do? This is a tougher opponent. Bacone not to the level of what John Brown is.
Well, John Brown, like I said earlier, brings in a lot of accuracy, but also they are very well coached. They will play a half-court game. They will be able to jump out and play a fast-paced game. They can play that fast break momentum and go with you toe-to-toe. So that's a lot different than what we saw, say, in Bacone on Thursday. And we know the Lions, their main mode of operation is, I'm going to just put up more possessions than the other team. That is
fast,
the goal.
absolutely.
And that's what they do on paper. You're going to see that the Lions put up 11 shots more a game. That's a lot of shots. That's a big difference on average than JBU. So 11 shots in favor. Now, you don't have to be a huge rocket scientist to figure out. You take more shots and you shoot a good percentage, you got a very good chance of winning. It's the three-point game that's really going to come down to deciding this. And I think it's going to be a 1, 2, or 3-point decision. On either side, it's very hard to predict who's going to land there. But my prediction is that it's going to be 1, 2, 3-point game, and it's going to be inside the last 30 seconds that we're going to see the deciding shot. Let's see how that works, but John Brown could easily steal a victory here today.
Our own courtside reporter, Kristen Urban, is catching up with head coach Dalton Deal. Kristen, how's Coach feel about the matchup against John Brown tonight?
Thanks, Adam. Coach Deal, you're coming off a 3-game winning streak. How do you plan on carrying that momentum into today's game?
We've just been really focusing on just playing with joy, playing for the love of each other, for love of our Lord, and just together. So I think that if we can stick to that, I think that's really what's been the biggest difference for us moving forward. We're just trying to carry that on into today.
Tell us a little bit about your opponent, John Brown, and what your game plan is to defeat them today.
John Brown is a very, very good offensive team. They shoot the ball extremely well. Our biggest keys are going to be to try to keep the game fast, try to disrupt the flow of their offense, and then obviously defend at a high level and rebound. That's going to be the key to whether we get out of here with a victory.
Thanks, Coach Deal, and good luck today. Back to you, Adam.
Thank you, Kristen. Coach Dalton Deal. John, there you have it. We're in store for an exciting game. Let's go to the people who are going to, the players that are actually going to execute the game plan tonight. Let's start on the side of John Brown. Of course, their leading scorer so far on the season has been Caudle, averaging over 20 points a game. Obviously, that's SAGU's number one concern, stopping him.
Absolutely. He's going to get his. If you're in a coach's mindset, what you got to do is go, we just got to make sure he doesn't have a spectacular game. We can take care of that position, just let him get his average containment for Cottle. Bowling is another one that you really got to worry about. So this offense really goes through one of those two guys. And then once you begin to double down on those guys to create either that containment idea or limit them in their shots, they'll be able to kick it out. And I believe it was Marquise Waller, we saw last year come in and have just a really good game here. So look for him to be one of those guys that get a lot of touches, but he needs to score for JBU to have good success here tonight.
Jake Cottle, of course, we just saw some good three-point shooting from the Lady Golden Eagles. Jake Cottle himself shooting just shy of 50% from the three-point line.
That's amazing.
This school, both men and women's team, this school for some reason just breeds three-point shooters. So it's going to be interesting to watch. On the other side, SAGU, this past game against Bacone, we saw every single player on the team, all the way through the bench, each one of them scored. But of course, so far this season, it's been Cameron Hill who's been leading the way as far as scoring goes for the SAGU Lions.
That's right. He's very deadly because he's a slasher type player. He's not a player that you can just predict where he's going to score from. He can shoot 18 feet and he'll take you right to the hole every time, and he'll go to the line a lot. What we need to see out of Cameron Hill today is more consistency from the free throw line. It's not if he gets to the line, it's when he gets to the line, because he goes to the line a lot. He's got to convert those free throws. He had a miserable time from the line, even though that was an easy win for the Lions on Thursday. He still had just not a good game from the free throw line. And it's going to come down to free throws tonight. Who is going to hit those free throws in the stretch? You're going to see a lot of 3 points taken, but really that last 60 seconds, if SAGU doesn't have a 6-point or better lead, it's anybody's game, because we're talking about one of the top 5 shooting teams from the free throw in JBU. That's in the nation. They come in shooting a very, very strong percentage from the free throw line.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to send it live courtside for the opening prayer, national anthem, and of course, as always, the announcement of the starting lineups. Game 2, John Brown, SAGU, coming your way right here on the SAGU Sports Network.
And now, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would ask everyone to please stand and remove your hats as we honor God with an invocation. Then please remain standing and face the flag as we honor our nation with the singing of the national anthem of the United States of America, performed by SAGU Assistant Athletic Trainer Daniel Leonard. Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for today. Lord, we thank you for this time here. Lord, I pray for all the players and officials, Lord, that you protect them from all injury and all harm. I pray, God, that you watch over us and our travels back home as well. We thank you for everything that you do in our lives. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
junior number 12, Marquise Waller. At guard, junior number 14, Jake Cottle. At guard, freshman number 23, Rokas Gavliuskas. At forward, sophomore number 31, Brenton Toussaint. And at forward, junior number 35, Josh Bowling. Head coach for the Golden Eagles is Jason Peshka. And now the starting lineups for your SAGU Lions. At guard, senior number 1, Desmond Metter. At guard, freshman number 3, Cameron Hill. At guard, sophomore number 11, Darren Sims. At forward, sophomore number 24, Lance Tipton. And at forward, freshman number 32, Jalen Patillo. Head coach is Milton Dill. Assistant coach is Leonard Epps. Graduate assistant is Emmanuel Adoy.
There you have it, the starting lineups for both John Brown and the SAGU Lions. John, we talked about it pregame, but I wanted to highlight one of the players that we didn't get a chance to talk about, and that, of course, is Patillo. The SAGU Lions, their offense, you say get more shots than the opponent, but they have no problem going to Patillo, and some smooth moves in the post he showed us last game against Macomb.
I think that Patillo is maybe the best player on the court at any one time. He's definitely a level up type player, and he's just got to get more assertive and get inside the game a little stronger.
John Brown wins the tip. They get first possession. Now backing down in the paint, losing possession for a second. They try to get a shot up, going against Patillo. Patillo, good defense. That was Josh Bowling trying to get the first basket of the game. Here's Darren Sims kicking it back out. Sims over to Hill. Sims driving baseline, stops, goes up, through contact, no foul called. It's going to remain with the Lions. 9 seconds on the
Looks
shot.
like the referees are going to let this game be played, and I think every basketball fan really likes to see that. They're not getting quick whistles on the body contact, which is good, and should be a fun game to watch.
Patillo driving baseline gets stopped. They've got 2 seconds. They got to get a shot up. Sims is going to take the three, no good. Patillo fighting for the rebound, but ultimately it's brought in by John Brown's Brendan Toussaint. And there you see John Brown cutting to the basket. Whistle going to be on the floor as Grabalauskas was driving to the basket. He's going to get fouled, and he's going to do the inbounding duties for John Brown. You see the foul called on Desmond Metter.
And there you saw just a half-court setup. It was isolation to the right side, and he tried to make something good with it, but nothing happened.
Jake Cottle's pass out of bounds. He was looking for Grabalauskas, but couldn't find him. And another turnover here for John Brown. Still no score. SAGU's Second possession, the left-handed jumper, no good from Patillo. And the rebound brought in by Bowling. Marquise Walker, here is Cottle. That's what he's good at, and he converts. Jake Cottle hitting his first shot of the game. A nice looking three-pointer, moving three-pointer action.
Absolutely, he's dead on accurate, shooting a very high percentage.
Foul called against John Brown. As you see Patillo get caught on the arm there by Brenton Toussaint. Each team now with their first foul committed in the game. Cam Hill gets it over to Metter. Metter driving into the paint. Tough layup, no good. That's going to go off John Brown and stay with SAGU as it came off the hand of Mateo Habazin.
Just coming up a little bit short. Knew he wanted to go to the basket and shoot, so he got committed to it. And it's good to see him follow through. He's just got to focus in a little more and hit that on top of the box so that it banks in.
Cam Hill, the step back three, no good. In and out, almost goes all the way down. Mid-range jumper up from John Brown, no good. Tipton with the rebound. Here is Tipton after the rebound, left-handed layup, no good. Looking for a foul, not going to get it. Rebound brought in by Habazin. Up ahead to Cottle, that's his game. That three-point shot, no good, is short. And up ahead now is Cam Hill, is going to get fouled by Cottle, and he lets out a scream of frustration.
Yeah, that's a shooter's frustration right there. He shot it and it was short, so he's trying to make up for it. He's very, very competitive and doesn't like to miss any shot.
Cottle's going to head to the bench after that foul. Odd to see, he averages almost 33 minutes a game. So for him to go to the bench this early.
Yeah, he won't be on the bench very long, but you get a quick foul like that this early in the game. Need to just take a break and assess things.
Patillo up, no good. SAGU still can't find a bucket. Nathan Corder checks in for Jake Cottle, wearing number 20 for John Brown. Down low to Hazabin. And a travel called on Habazin as he was backing down Patillo in the paint.
Looked like the referee felt like he moved his pivot foot. Just watch here. He establishes the left foot. Yep, he picks it up.
Habazin sitting at 6'8". His John Brown team just seems so big. That ball off John Brown, stays with SAGU.
He's not only pretty tall, but he's a big heavy in there. It's going to be hard to move him around.
That ball poked away as Cam Hill was cutting to the basket. Or driving to the basket, rather. Here is Sims. Kicks it over to Patillo. Patillo goes up strong. Can't hit the layup. That's a couple of easy shots that are well within Patillo's range, right at the basket. And he's not been able to convert.
He's just rushing a little bit. He's got the big fella on him. And it's a little different. You're not used to having a big, tall, mobile, heavy guy like that playing against you. And I think he's just got to get into a rhythm with him. Definitely, Patillo will find it and start his usual method of scoring.
SAGU gets their first bucket of the game, or rather a miss by Lance Tipton. It's going to be, a correction on the scoreboard. Lance Tipton did get that bucket, 5-2 now. Tough rebound there by Metter. Desmond Metter getting the start tonight.
And you'll see Metter gets the rebound here, and then JBU comes up high, keeps his hand high. Look where he hits him. We just missed it there, but hit him up high, and the referee, it was very easy to see and got a quick call.
Metter kicks it over to Sims, over to Hill. Hill driving hard to the lane, going to pick up the foul, or get fouled on his way to the lane, and this is where this is what we talked about pregame. It's where he struggled against Bacone.
Yep, but he's going to go to the line a lot. He's just very crafty down in the paint, especially because he's low to the ground. He keeps the ball low. It's going to be hard for the defender to locate the ball, and then by the time you've tried to locate the ball, he's up into his shot. And most defenders are slapping him on the arm instead of slapping the ball.
Cameron Hill, of course, he's just a freshman. But the physique of Cameron Hill makes him look like an upperclassman. Of course, you see his his high school, Fort Bend Travis, out of Houston, Texas. Cameron Hill, the leading scorer for the SAGU Lions, makes both of the free throws, pulls SAGU within one. And what seemed like a very slow start, SAGU finally has hit a couple of shots, and they hit a shot and get the free throws. Get on the board, 5-4 now. John Brown leads. Almost losing possession. Here's Cotter. Kicks it out. Long three-point attempt is no good. Rebound brought in by Patillo. And up ahead, here's Cam Hill. Hill over to Sims, over to Tipton. Quick three-point attempt on the way is good. Lance Tipton hits the three and gives SAGU the lead, 7-5.
Lions need to feed that giant there. Lance Tipton can be a game changer very, very quick. He's got a very quick three-point shot, and when he's hot, I just say keep feeding him because he usually doesn't miss.
Jake Cottle answers back with a three of his own, and then Cam Hill takes a long three, can't convert. 8-7, the JBU lead. Here's Cottle again. They're leaving him wide open, and he is gonna make them pay. Jake Cottle, back-to-back threes, gives John Brown the 4-point lead.
Well, there's no secret that Jake Cottle can go into any gym in America and just shoot the nets off. No reason that Jake Cottle had two back-to-back wide open looks at a three-point shot. You just cannot have that.
More often than not, I would say a coach would be okay with a player pulling up from about 5 feet outside the three-point line, but when it's Jake Cottle, you can't feel safe. He can come over half court and pull up and convert, and you got to think a coach wants you to play defense on Cottle no matter where he's at in the half-court offense.
Well, it's part of the containment process. You know, if he's averaging 20 points a game, you still got to play. You go, okay, we're going to let him have his 20, but you still got to play defense because he's going to get his 20. It doesn't mean you just don't play defense. Let him get his 20 and then start playing defense. As you can see, we're not even halfway into this first quarter, and he's almost at half of his scoring average.
There you see number 14, junior Jake Cottle, the shooter and the leading scorer for this Golden Eagles team. And of course, SAGU has to find a way to neutralize that threat of Jake Cottle. 3 for 4 on the day from three. He missed one early that was short and then followed up with a foul. But since that miss has been dead on, Josh Swearingen checks into the game for the Lions. Here's Tipton driving baseline. Strong layup up and good. Lance Tipton leading the way for the Lions so far. That's his 7th point of the game. Has 7 of SAGU's 9 points. Sims guarding Cottle. Cottle driving baseline, kicks it out. Thought about the three. They're going to call him for a travel. Got it to Joshua Rodius.
Just a bad call by the referee there. Good jab step here. Doesn't move his pivot foot. Puts the ball on the ground before his pivot foot gets in the air. Just a bad call.
Swearingen now with it. Driving baseline, going up and in. Josh Swearingen, as he's done for 4 years here.
Shifty Swearingen. That's what he does. Just he gets underneath you and just absolutely terrorizes you with his athleticism.
Wide open three-point attempt that time by Benjamin Smith is no good. Tipton up ahead to Darren Sims. He's going to get fouled, but it's going to be on the floor. They're going to call that foul on Grabalauskis. Darian Sims up ahead. Grabalauskis got the body there on the driving Sims. SAGU's got a chance to look at their first lead of the day. Patillo Leaves it for Sims, setting a pick. Kashila now checking into the game, gets it over Swearingen. He's not afraid to shoot. Josh Swearingen's first three-point attempt, no good. And a rebound brought in by Benjamin Smith. Here is Grabowowskis. He can shoot, but a foul.
Little touchy foul. They've gone from not calling hardly any contact to really ticky-tack type foul. It's a bit inconsistent from the ref's perspective here early in the game, and now you got to wonder which way are they going to call this game. Is it going to be, a lot of touch fouls, or are they going to actually let them play?
Kashila's first foul of the game. Darian Davis checks into the game for the Lions. Davis right off the get-go, good defense. Comes down with the rebound, but it gets stripped out of bounds off the Golden Eagles. SAGU takes possession. You see Darian Davis so good down low, just such a tall, lanky player. And always seems to be in the right place. Tipton out to Davis, long three, no good. Caudle comes down with the rebound. And then they were looking for Caudle. The pass from Jalen Rucker, Caudle wasn't ready for it, and it goes out of bounds. Unfortunate turnover there for the Golden Eagles. Caudle may have well caught this ball passing the logo. He could have pulled up from that white line. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't pull up from that white line. There was plenty of space to shoot. Darren Sims shot off. Davis comes down with the rebound, and it goes off Golden Eagles. It's going to stay with SAGU. Darren Sims had the contested shot. Darian Davis going up tough for that rebound. Tipton back down to Davis. Good move by Darian Davis. Down there in the paint gives SAGU their first lead of the night, 13-11. Darian Davis showing he's got a little bit of post moves as well. We were impressed with Patillo in the paint last game. Darian Davis says, don't forget about me. Shot up and no good. Swearingen with the rebound.
Good move there by JBU, and surprised that he didn't get a call. I think he was as well. A lot of contact made by the defender from SAGU.
Darren Sims gets fouled. That time the foul is going to be called on Marquise Walker. Marquise Waller, rather. Darian Davis to inbound. And here's Tipton. Out to Swearingen. And a travel called on Josh Swearingen. A lot of contact being made there. And they're going to get Swearingen for the travel.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the travel. It was a foul one way or the other.
But another turnover here for SAGU. Here's Caudle, guarded by Kashila. Caudle up and under layup, scoop layup, no good. Kashila with the rebound, up ahead to Tipton. And Tipton misses. Cam Hill up for the rebound, put back, and the foul. Cam Hill showing the athleticism.
Yeah, he's very athletic, not scared. He's very fearless. Will mix it up with anybody, big, small, it doesn't matter. He goes after the ball. Great tip back. And if JBU doesn't swat at the ball at that very moment, they don't call the foul. It's just a, kind of a loose 50-50 type ball. But because he swatted at it real hard, they're going to get him. And they did. They rang him up for it.
Timeout by JBU. As SAGU's got a 4-point lead, and Cam Hill heading to the line, maybe giving SAGU a 5-point lead. SAGU playing good defense after Jake Caudle hit back-to-back threes to put him up 11-5. And SAGU shutting them down since that point. Coach Jason Beshta coaching up his team during that timeout. Here is Cam Hill from the line for the and one opportunity, and it's good. Cam Hill, a perfect 3 for 3 from the line tonight so far, as SAGU has a 5-point lead here against the Golden Eagles. Josh Bowling is checked back in the game. Here's Cottle, guarded by Swearingen, who may be the Lions' best defender. And they're going to call him for a foul here. Maybe a little bit of a reach in there on Swearingen.
And Swearingen's got to just watch his gamble game right here, because a little bit of a touch foul there. And what you got to do is you just got to play straight up. Keep your torso straight, perpendicular to the ground, and move your feet. He got a little bit hunched over there and created some contact, and therefore the refs are showing that they are calling a lot of the touch stuff outside and letting a lot of the physicality go down underneath.
A whistle for what it looks like a clock error. I don't think the clock ever started on the inbound. Cottle inbounds it. And then another whistle. A lot of whistles on this possession here for John Brown. It's going to be foul on Cam Hill. Going to call the hold. Referees whistle happy tonight, John. We're not even halfway in.
Well, they started off and not blowing for anything, and then now it's just everything. It seems to be, if it's out above the elbows, then they're calling anything. Anytime you touch somebody, and down low, they're letting them play.
Kicking it out. Looks like he was going to take 3 pumps, drives baseline, looking for somebody, kicks it back out to Cottle. 3-point attempt, no good. Good closeout defense by Swearingen. Now up ahead is Swearingen. Gives the pass to Kashila, no good.
Bad shot by the freshman there. That was a total freshman move. I don't think you want, even though you want quick shots, he's not set up into a good shot. Come down on 2 feet, get squared up, and get a good controlled look at the basket.
Kashila comes down with the rebound and is fouled by Jake Cottle after the 3-point attempt from Josh Bowling.
And 2 fouls on Cottle with more than 10 minutes left in this half. And you got to think Coach Besta is considering a pull here. Yep, I think Cottle's going to come out.
Kashila misses the front end of the 1-and-1. John Brown is going to have possession here. They're down 5 still, kicking it out. Finds his man in the corner. 3-pointer is up, no good. That was Nathan Corder in the corner. Kashila dropping it off for Swearingen. Swearingen can shoot it. No good, long on the 3-point attempt. And the rebound brought in by Bowling.
A lot of 3-point shots shot already.
Jake Cottle driving, tries to leave it off for Habazin. But there's going to be a foul. And it looks like they're going to call it on Darian Davis.
Not sure, we were blocked out a little bit. I didn't see. It looked like he had the ball tied up.
Here is Cottle in the corner. Leaves it for his man Josimovic, but that's going to be another foul.
SAGU foul number 0, Josh Kashila. A second foul.
Looked like Cottle ran into his own man, and they called the foul on the Lions.
Well, I believe what happened is Kashila, trying to fight through that pick, got a lot of hand and elbow on the back of Cottle, and it really looked like he pushed him more, because I think the ref at that angle was blocked out. But I believe you're right, Adam. It was more of him bouncing off of the big guy.
Brabalauskas, his 3-point attempt, no good. Josimovic is going to get nabbed for an over-the-back foul here. And the Lions are going to go to the line here for another 1-and-1 opportunity.
And this is where you got to gain some ground. And so far, the Lions have done a good job from the free throw line, a lot better than Thursday night. They just got to continue this work, and this is where you'll separate yourself and create, some silent momentum.
Darian Davis, here's the front end of the 1-on-1. It's up and it's good. He'll get a second shot here. SAGU, the Lions, have only missed 1 free throw to this point tonight. There you see Davis came to us last year as a freshman from right down the road in Garland, Texas. Second free throw is no good. Fighting for the rebounds, Darren Sims gets to Patillo. He's up and he slams it.
Wow!
Good job by Darren Sims getting it over to Jalen Patillo.
And
off
having
the
the
miss.
presence of mind to make such a great pass, but I love it. All the Lions were on the same page, rushing, crashing the board. And that was made available by Sims.
Farmer for three, no good. Darren Davis with the rebound, second chance opportunity.
Off on Cottle.
Off of John Brown. And SAGU, you gotta feel the momentum. It has been forever since John Brown has scored, back when Jake Cottle.
Look at this. What a great pass. But recognize that you had both Davis and Patillo crashing the board once they realized the ball had a chance to be in their favor.
John Brown has not scored since Jake Cottle's back-to-back threes earlier this half. And SAGU has come out and just gone on a run. Here's Hill. Fighting through contact, gets the tough shot to fall. What a shot by Cam Hill. 21-11, 10-point lead for the SAGU Lions as John Brown is just praying for a bucket here. Grabowskis now guarded by Patillo out past the three-point line on the perimeter. Bowling. Ooh, Farmer almost comes away with a steal, saying he didn't even touch it. It's going to remain with John Brown. Going to be tough to see from this angle. Cody Farmer did look like he got a finger on it.
But it also looked like John Brown's guy got a finger on it as well. But the eyes were drawn to Farmer as he was just a little off of stealing that ball, almost.
4 seconds left on the shot clock. They've got to get something up here quick. Patillo with good defense, in and out off the attempt on the runner. Here's Farmer up ahead. He's going to drive to the paint, dump it off the Hill. Mid-range jumpers up from Hill, and it's good. SAGU's got a 12-point lead now, 23-11, after the Cam Hill jump shot is good.
And that was a good move by Farmer to take his man into the paint, and it created an open space for Cameron Hill to be wide open and dumped it just at the last second. Cameron Hill had a wide open jumper, which led to that conversion.
Jake Cottle lost possession, had to go to the ground with it, and wisely calls a timeout for John Brown. 21 seconds left on the shot clock as we give you a live look in at Mackey Wayland Baptist. The men are underway. 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Wayland Baptist, the Pioneers, up 7, 22-15 as they host Mackey Evangels.
Well, Wayland Baptist, one of the top teams in the nation this year, and you can be certain that you've got to come in and play your absolute best game in, I believe that's Plainview, Texas, at that Wayland Baptist arena. And you got to hope that Wayland doesn't play so well if you're going to try to grab a win. Wayland is a very, very formidable foe this year and has high intentions on finishing #1 in the Sooner Athletic Conference.
And of course, that Sooner Athletic Conference so tightly contested this year. To begin the season, these top two teams going into today both had 2 losses. It's anybody's conference at this point.
Really is, and Wayland's playing tough, but Oklahoma City playing even tougher. But in that middle of the pack, man, there's going to be a lot of jockeying around, I can tell you that right now. SAGU is going to be right there in the mix.
Here's John Brown, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Shot goes up, and they still cannot find the basket. SAGU's got a chance to extend their lead here. Darren Sims, guarded by Cottle, driving. Tough layup, can't find the basket, and Cottle with the rebound. And comes down with it, almost gets it picked off by Davis, and they're going to call a foul.
And that's
Darian Davis.
Yeah, that's a 50-50 ball, but Darian Davis, what he did was he got bent over. If you'll see, as he goes up for it, he gets a little bent here and really gets over the back. So he didn't get in real good position, but he was already committed to it. Very hard to stop that foul. Bit of a cheap foul because it was kind of a 50-50 ball.
Rokas Grabalauskis to the line now for John Brown's first point in forever. And he misses the front end of the one-on-one, so John Brown still hasn't scored since those back-to-back three-pointers by Jake Cottle that put them up 11-7 against SAGU, and SAGU's just been on a tear. Here's Farmer for three in the corner. Is good! Cody Farmer hits the three-pointer, and SAGU goes up 15 as we approach 7 minutes left in the first half. And finally, they're able to get a basket.
He's going to get a warning. He hit the ball, and it went into the little locker room area. Can't touch the ball after you make it. So they're going to strike him up with a warning first. Next time he does it, it'll be a technical foul. You watch this after he goes in. Well,
Lance Tipton, we're going to see him take a three-point attempt just long. Rebounds by Grabalauskis. That was the last layup for John Brown. Marquise Waller finally scoring for John Brown. Farmer down low. Good defense by Cody Farmer, and it's going to go SAGU's way. Looking for a foul was Brenton Toussaint. And Cody Farmer, who's given up at least a couple inches against Toussaint, playing well down here in the paint.
A couple of inches and 20 pounds. Plays great defense right there, just tenacious. Giving it all he's got, playing great. Mistake-free basketball from the bench.
Cody Farmer stands at 6 foot. Toussaint is 6'4", and again, like you said, probably outweighs Farmer by at least 20 pounds. Here's Farmer for three, no good, short. Toussaint with the rebounds.
A little too quick there for Farmer. He didn't get set up, and it looked like he just kind of shot-putted it up there. He needs to take his time, get into his shot and his rhythm.
Kicking it out, Grabalauskis to Waller. Three-pointer on the way is good from Nathan Corder.
Much needed three-pointer right there. Brings it back within some striking distance. Just a little over 6 minutes left to play.
Long three from Darren Sims is good. Darren Sims puts the shot up and it goes in. Answering back the quarter three with a three of his own. John Brown, Toussaint handling it here, guarded by Remington Mitchell. Mitchell looking for the block, may get called for the foul and the and one opportunity as Toussaint drove tough to the basket here. And they are going to call that on Remington Mitchell as he gets him on the way up.
Both Hill and Mitchell just took big, wide swings at that. And anytime, even if you don't hit him, anytime you take a whiff like that, well, you're going to get rung up.
Toussaint for the N1 opportunity converts and puts John Brown back within 10 with just about 5.5 left here to go in the first half. Here is Cam Hill, step back three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound by Tipton, tough rebound in between two guys. Here's Cody Farmer taking a quick three. It's no good, missed well left. Remington Mitchell.
Wow. And it must have hit out of bounds early because Mitchell did get that off and hit the JBU player.
We'll get a good look at it here. Here's Mitchell. Couldn't quite tell if that got.
Not sure, yeah, it might not have hit the JBU player.
Good effort regardless from Remington Mitchell, the near 6'8" Remington Mitchell. Mid-range jumper, no good. And a foul on Toussaint as he was battling for position with the SAGU Desmond Metter.
Metter got good, see, he gets his body, initiates the contact. That's excellent box out for the smaller Metter there. And that's why he got the call. It's because he got a good position and boxed out correctly. That's good fundamental basketball for you youngsters watching.
Desmond Metter, a senior for the SAGU team, hits the first free throw. SAGU is in the double bonus, so they'll have 2 free throws here the rest of the first half on any foul. Second free throw on the way, SAGU leading by 11, and there's going to be a lane violation on John Brown. It looked like Nathan Corder.
Yeah, he got in a little early. Metter held his shot just not even a half a second, but you see he's falling in, he's in, and
both
Metter,
feet in.
yeah, holds
Metter,
it up.
And Metter makes him pay, gets the second free throw.
And
Another whistle, and a lane violation on
the
SAGU.
other way. Oh, my.
Interesting.
That is just very irritating as you see the irritated look on Coach Deal's face.
Down low, here is Habazin. Mid-range jumper up, no good. Short rebound brought in by Cam Hill, and the Lions are moving. Hill, Cotter guarding him, up, tough shot attempt. A battle for it, and it's going to be SAGU's ball as it goes off the John Brown player down there in the corner. Cam Hill taking it right to Jake Cotter. Or Jake Cottle, rather. But Cottle, some good defense there on the athletic Cam Hill. Here is Metter over to Kashila. Josh Swearingen now to Metter. Metter gets fouled on the way up, and he's going to go to the line here for 2 more. As SAGU's got a chance to extend their lead. They lead by 11 right now. The foul's going to be called on Habazin.
And I like to see that from Metter. He goes down. He's pretty fearless as he makes his way down there. It doesn't matter how big the guy is. He knows how to create contact and at least get to the line, even if he doesn't make the 2 there. Now he's just got to learn how to convert the freebies.
There you see transfer senior Desmond Metter, previously from Pikeville University, from Phoenix, Arizona. And Metter's second free throw is good. SAGU extends their lead to 12. John Brown now with about 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Gets it down to Habazin, throws an elbow at Lance Tipton, and that's going to be an offensive foul. And that looked about as easy as you get it. Habazin throwing elbows down there, down low. Right in that right armpit by Lance Tipton. That's an easy call.
And Tipton just a little bit smaller, but not backing down at all, and really wrestling the big fella and doing a great job today on the big guy.
Down low to Josh Swearingen, guarded by Cottle. He goes up, the left-handed layup, no good. Out of bounds, touched by SAGU. It's going to be John Brown ball as Cam Hill fought for that rebound. Looked like it was off his hands before he landed out of bounds, but regardless, it was going to be John Brown's possession anyway. Now here comes John Brown down 12, under 4 to play here in the first half. Benjamin Smith looking for somebody. He finds Grabalauskis. Cam Hill fighting for position, is going to get called for a foul. Looks like he broke on that ball around
He
the John
did.
Brown player.
And maybe just an anticipation whistle because of Hill's size right there. 35 being much bigger. Referee figured, well, there's no way he could have jumped without just mauling him.
Josh Bowling to the line for 2 shots. His first is up and it's good.
Bowling hasn't been a significant impact player as of yet today. If they could get Bowling going, that would help JBU really cut back into this deficit.
Bowling hits both free throws on that trip. 31-21 now is the SAGU lead. And here is Darren Sims. Over to Swearingen, over to Tipton. Back to Sims. Now here's Kashila, looking to break down his defender. Drives to the basket hard, kicks it out to Sims. 12 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Here's Kashila for 3, no good.
Good look, though. Very good form. Kashila took his time. That was a great choice, great shot. Next time, probably fall.
Grabalauskis now getting it over to Bowling. Back out to Ben Smith. He finds his teammate down low. That is Bowling. He's up and in. Bowling now with 4 points on the game. Here's Swearingen up ahead real quick. Dumps it off. And Kashila takes the Swearingen feed and converts the quick offensive possession.
Incredibly fast right there. And that just shows one of the top strengths of SAGU's offenses. And they love to do that. Just when you make the ball, when you make your shot, they're going to beat you down while you're kind of congratulating yourself.
Carnes down low, rebound by Lance Tipton up ahead. SAGU looking to run. Here's Darren Sims. Had a backdoor Kashila. Here's Tipton, kicks it back out to Sims. Thought about the three. Now he wants to kind of break down the defender here. Sims over to Metter. Back out to Kashila. 10 on the shot clock. And this is not something we've seen SAGU do a lot. Take a lot of time. Here's Metter. Up and tough layup for Desmond Metter.
And the even better catch right there. Kashila throws it into some three-man traffic. And great catch by Metter. It was a bullet.
Bowling kicking it out to Quarter. Quarter looking for some help. Out to Grabliauskas. Grabliauskas guarded by Metter down low. And then a foul as Benjamin Smith went up. Looks like they're going to call it on Lance Tipton. Got him on the arm on the way up. And that is a clear foul as Tipton got all wrist.
More like all elbow.
Here is Ben Smith to the line for 2 shots, trying to keep John Brown within 10. And the first free throw is up, and it's good from Smith. 6'8" junior. One of 3 players on this John Brown team who sit at 6'8". Second free throw attempt is up, and it's no good. SAGU comes down with the rebound as Kashila is up with it. 1.5 left to play here in the first half. Gets it over to Swearingen. Swearingen kicks it out to Tipton. Tipton drives baseline. Gonna find Swearingen up and in. Josh Swearingen taking the feed from Lance Tipton. Nice pass there.
That was a great pass. He was patient with it, didn't panic, and just wrapped it around the defender. And Swearingen with an even better focused effort. Swearingen just finishes so well. He doesn't miss those little shots, very rarely.
Offensive foul here called by, or on John Brown rather, as Grabliauskas comes down, running in to the planted Kashila.
Unfortunate because Bowling had a great shot there, went in as he shot a three-pointer.
Tipton over to Sims down low to Metter. Metter gets blocked by Benjamin Smith, and that's what 6'8" will do to you. Here's Grabliauskas feeding his man, cutting, and that is an easy bucket for Darrell Jones.
That was a little surgery there. It's almost like there wasn't a defense there.
Here is Kashila, can't hit the layup, and now John Brown with about 30 seconds left here in the first half.
They need to take care of the ball here and make sure they get a conversion.
Over in the corner, 3-point attempt on the way is long. Metter comes down with the rebound.
Great rebound. That was a much-needed rebound for the Lions. Keep this double-digit lead. Let's milk out the clock here and go into halftime with at least an 11-point lead.
Josh Rodius missed that 3-point attempt for John Brown. Driving hard, Darren Sims finds Metter. Metter
Great
up and
feed.
in, and that's going to do it for the first half. The SAGU Lions leading the John Brown Golden Eagles 39-26.
Yeah, and if we can see that again, that you just see that JBU fell asleep totally on defense there. Sims doing such a great job. If you back that up and you see that it starts off as a one-on-one with Sims at the top there, and you see this right here, and he draws the double team, which leaves Metter wide open. Great dissection by Darren Sims.
Our courtside reporter, Kristen Urban, is down there with new assistant head coach Leonard Epps. Kristen, how does Coach Epps feel about the Lions and their performance there to end that first half?
Thanks, Adam. Coach Epps, great first half. How are you going to prevent any kind of momentum shift going into the second?
Well, we definitely can't start the way we did this half. We got off to a really slow start, but really just preventing them to get out and transition and get some easy buckets. So we'll go into the locker room and tell those guys that we just got to get back and play SAGU basketball.
Thanks, Coach Epps. Back to you, Adam.
Thank you, Kristen. There was Coach Leonard Epps and a good breakdown of that first half. Don't go anywhere. We have the second half coming your way. The SAGU men's Lions leading 39-26 over the Golden Eagles right here on the SAGU Sports Network.